Hello, it's Jen. I'm talking about the final chapter of the Amplified book study. So, the chapter mainly revolved around digital discussions and digital talk when looking at text. And I didn't really see how I could adapt those activities or those tasks to science. And then I saw that there was an activity that was dedicated to wonder. So creating that safe place to just have wonder and have the students be curious and write questions to each other, whether or not it's a specific corner in the classroom or just digitally having somewhere where students can post questions about what they think about. And I feel like in science that is very easy to do and very easy to relate to the content, because every day I get asked a billion questions and sometimes they're related to what we're learning about and sometimes they're not. But that's absolutely fine, and that is perfect, because then next year I could have a wonder board where students could just post questions and they could actually answer them for each other and comment on each other's answers, which also creates that really rich discussion and includes that peer feedback that students could have. And yeah, so it also mentioned in the book that students would need something to spark that wonder. And that could either be a text, an image, a video, and so that really opens up the wonder to all students. So it doesn't just have to be them responding to each other by typing a written response. So I could actually have the students respond to their questions of wonder by having them create a video, or actually showing an image, or drawing an image, or students could draw an image to say, hey, I wonder if this could be real. I wonder if this could really happen. Could there be a storm this crazy? Could an animal ever look like this? Did animals look like this? And then we could just have a day dedicated to looking at the wonder board and seeing what questions have been answered and just seeing all of these discoveries that the students have made over the year and or over the months. And it just really allows the students to feel safer knowing that they can ask these questions and that no question is too crazy or too easy to answer, and it really allows them to think and really enforces the idea of self-inquiry and discovery. So the students are trying to find answers to their own questions, and they are becoming scientists, and that's what they do, and that really helps put them in the role of who they are when they enter the classroom, or when they enter my classroom, that they are scientists, and scientists wonder, they have questions they ask, and then they do the research and they help each other out, and maybe that's not the correct answer, so then they're able to see that on this physical board that we have in the classroom or on the computer, on the devices. So I really like that, and I definitely want to do that next year. And that really came to my mind with the 6th graders. I have this one student who is always finished first, and then he'll ask me other questions, and honestly, I have no idea what to say. I can't answer all of his questions. His questions are just way beyond whatever I'm going to expect him to ask. And I think this would also be a good early finisher task. And then he'll also help students answer their questions. But one thing that I think I would encounter would be really trying to enforce what questions would be appropriate and what responses would be appropriate, and how to safely research and filter the actual results that students want, because they just Google something and the first thing they see they think is the answer, or they copy it word for word, and it's really not what they're looking for, and it doesn't really answer their question. So I think that's one thing that I need to focus on if I do, or when I do incorporate this in my classroom. So that was my last video diary for the Amplify book study. Thank you for watching.